tuning in. It's Bad Brad, and I don't have to whisper. I've got the place to myself right now. I just got back from the pool. My wife and my daughter are still at the pool, and so I'm able to chill with you, and we're going to pop it. We're going to pop it. Right now, I got an old school rock star, and we're going to pop it. We're going to get some caffeine flowing. We're going to get some stories going. We're going to get the chat going, hit the 2 thumbs up. I know we always start off a little bit slow in the room, but today I'm excited to be here. We're going to have a great time. It's caffeine fueled. It's unfiltered. It's raw. And it's the Bad Brad. Totally awesome. Florida Live. Yes, indeed. Now, this is episode 13.5. And why do you say is it 13.5? Because I don't believe in having bad luck. We need all the good luck that we can muster up in this business. So welcome everybody. As people start streaming in, we'll get some comments and some questions going in here. It's live, it's rare. And I'm gonna take a little sip and get caffeinated. We got 5 people in here. They're hitting that like button, and we're getting it popping, baby. Oh yeah. Now last week, Nick, what's happening, brother? Nick from the UK. I salute you, sir. I salute you, Captain. Yes, indeed. We're so glad to have you. We're getting those thumbs up. We're getting the numbers up. And we're going to get it rocking. And I'll tell you what, I haven't had one of these original rock stars in a long time. And that was we bought that at Home Goods, shopping for a few things. Good morning, Fred, Bud, Mike. Smash that like button like Tommy Lee smashed groupies. Yes, yes indeed, sir. Yes indeed. We got the Foghorn Brad Horn in the house tonight, and we're having a good time. Like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. You know, you watch my videos during the week, and I'm having to whisper because it's usually 5 in the morning. And Brad Horn, Leghorn, yes indeed, sir. Yes indeed, sir. Almighty, sir. Thank you, sir. So, but I got the house to myself right now. What's happening, Radio Chaos? Nick, Tommy Lee, legend. Yes, indeed. I've told my Tommy Lee story on this channel. If you don't remember it, maybe go check out one of the older live videos. I'll probably have to. Tracy, what's happening? Checking you out, Virginia Beach, Virginia. All right. I've had a lot of fun in Virginia Beach. You know, when I would go back home, I always would try to go back home, you know, once a year and hang out with my dad and my mom when they were all there. And you know, me and my dad would go down to Virginia Beach and get a place on the beach, and I'd hang out at Hurricane. I think it was called Hurricanes or something like that. Would always go to that bar. But yeah, love Virginia Beach. So we're having fun. We're keeping it wild, wet and wild. Totally awesome. I'm fresh from the pool. I still smell like chlorine and regret. Yes, indeed. So we're having a good time. And if anybody has any topics that they would like to discuss today, please hit them in the chat. And I can answer any questions. Of course, we've had a whole week full of whispering videos and whispered tales of yore. And now we just get to kind of ruminate and pop and bop through a Saturday afternoon. And I certainly do appreciate everybody tuning in. So this week, what happened? UA, well, now Uprise, it's raining here. All right. Good afternoon, Phoenix. Welcome. So this week, UA put out the anti-pedal. And as a matter of fact, yeah, tune in, Tokyo. Tokyo, where are you? UA put out the anti-pedal, which is supposedly the, William, what's happening, brother? How you doing? Drummer, welcome to Florida. Thank you, sir. North Central Florida. Yeah, so UA put, there's Dwayne. I met Tommy Lee at night. He told me he wakes up every morning listening to Mother's Finest. Man, I'm surprised about that. But you know, when it comes to musicality in Motley Crue, I always felt like, you know, he was one of the main reasons that that band made it. He's you know, he's an energetic drummer, and he seemed to have a good feel and a good sound, and so that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Mother's Finest is a legendary funk band, and if you haven't heard them, it's like a funk rock band, man. That would be, in fact, I had worked with the girl that was, she ended up on American Idol, but her dad was like, you know, had me working with her, and he's like, she needs something like a Mother's Finest. He kept saying, you know, Mother's Finest, and so I had to go back and listen to it again, you know, but her voice was really more Mariah Carey than it was Mother's Finest. But man, what a legendary band. Salute to them, and we're getting caffeinated here. How's everybody doing? Like I said, UA, I start my day off with Two Live Crew and Yanni. All right, Mike, right? Is it the Two Live Crew song with Ain't Talking About Love sampled in it? Mother's Finest is still touring today. That's incredible, man. It's just incredible. Yeah, I had heard they were playing like 6 or 7 years ago, and people were saying it was great. It's just amazing, man. People are still going and still playing this music, man. I salute them, absolutely. But Two Live Crew and Yanni, now that's a collab that needs to happen. We need to make that happen. Whatever happened to Two Live Crew? I mean, you know, I used to hear that song with the Eddie Van Halen sample in it and stuff, and man, those were the days. That stuff, man, I used to hear that stuff all the time down when I go to Tijuana, and I'd be in the clubs down there, and they'd be playing, "Hey, we want some. Hey, we want some." They'd be playing that song over and over again. Over here, Tommy Lee is still famous for smashing the granny out of Pamela Anderson. Yes, yeah, and Pamela Anderson, I think, is a grandmother now, I believe. So, you know, he's still going. Way better than Wild Bang. Yeah, I think you might be right, but it's a funny Tone Loc and Wild Thing. Now, I remember I had this little piece of crap, Wizard on bass and Moses Mo on guitar. Yeah, they're still killing it, man. Wizard is a bad dude. I remember driving in LA. Glad I caught you live. Love listening to your great stories. Thank you, Ben. Driving in LA, driving my little crappy truck that someone had stolen the stereo out of it, and I had this little Walkman radio thing, and I would drive with the headphones on. And I remember hearing Wild Thing by Tone Loc for the first time, and I heard the and I was like, what is that? And you keep hearing it in the song. And I'm like, man, I know that drum. What is that? What is that? And it took me about a minute. I said, that's Van Halen, man. They're sampling Van Halen. And I'm wow. And you know, back in those days, those guys, they didn't even blink and call their lawyer or, you know, do anything. It was just like, yeah, some rappers using our sample. Yeah, whatever. You know, now if you did that, you know, they'd be calling the lawyer, and you'd have to, you know, give them all of your publishing, you know, and all that stuff. But they got away with one back then, back in the day, before it was a known thing. So here we are kicking it. We've got 33 people in here. We need to get that like button up. We're glad to have everybody here. We're at full volume now. We're not having to whisper, bro. But you know, it's so funny that here's what I'm gonna have to do with my channel. I'm gonna have a stock answer that I keep in my notes section, where I can just copy and paste for anybody that asks me why I'm whispering. I was looking forward to seeing Journey playing over here, but the whole European tour has been canceled. Yeah, man, the European and Irish tour dates have been canceled, and man, Journey is just constantly going through drama, and man, they too old for that nonsense. Whisperer, funny stories in my ear. Yes, indeed, Mike. Yes, indeed. I don't mind being the guitar whisperer. I'm gonna get, maybe I'll make some shirts that say the guitar whisperer. Now, I ordered a UA anti-pedal. That is a 5150 in a box, and it's supposed to be on my doorstep today. Maybe during this broadcast, we might have to go out there and see and unbox that. Legal problems, yes. The Journey, it's like one guy's accusing another guy of spending too much money, and the other guy's saying we're not spending that much money and we're saving you money. And man, I don't know what's going on. Love all the stories and the behind the scenes stuff. Thank you, Jerry. Thanks for creating the channel. Bro, I created this channel like 14 years ago, and I just started getting to work on it now. Yeah, the 5150 anti-UA pedal. I'm going to try to do a demo of that this week. Man, I don't play a ton of, metal and hard rock anymore, so, I'll give it my best. I'll give it the old, shall we say, college try. But I'm looking forward to that pedal, man. It looks really cool and looks a lot more versatile than people would probably assume. And an interesting story, when I did the Cabo Wabo Cantina in Mexico, we didn't travel with any amps. They had all of Van Halen's, like a backup kit and backup SVT and guitar rig and stuff there. So I don't remember exactly whether it was a Soldano head that was there or if it was the PV5150. But we didn't travel with anything. So it was either one of the two, and it was some of Van Halen's gear, basically. So I am, I've had experience with those amps. I've never owned a 5150, but I have played through one quite a few times. So I'm really interested to hear what that pedal can do and see if I can pull out some metal riffs. The metal has changed so much. Why are you talking so loud? Exactly, Cool Hen. Why are you talking loud, bro? I had another guy say, have you heard of Cliff Richard? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of Cliff Richard. She's just a devil woman with evil on his mind. She's beware the devil woman. She's gonna get you. Right? Cliff Richard. I know Cliff Richard. Yeah, somebody was saying, bro, you're breathing. I can't take the breathing. I gotta breathe, bro. Do you go to the listening room in Nashville ever? That's the one. Yes. The listening room. That sounds really familiar. But I don't remember if I've played that. I don't remember if I played there. Breathe, brah. Yeah, it's like, dude, look, I tried in my early, part of this channel. I tried editing my videos and taking out all the breath. And I thought the auction was over. I thought Alex's auction was over. I tried editing out all the breaths in my videos and all the pauses. And it ended up making me look like Max Headroom and just beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. And so, that's not going to happen. That's not going to fly. Bad Brad, good stuff, man. The channel is fire. Jetsmon, thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. We're having a good time and having a little fun. This is my time of the week. This is the green room chat. I had to call this green room chat because if we were all in a band together, this is what we would be doing. We'd be backstage and we'd be, hey man, what about this? And hey man, what about this? And I'd be going, dude, let me tell you this story. And so that's what a lot of what we used to do back in the green room days. Now, I had another guy that commented on my, Nashville's Dirty Secret video, and he said, there are no studios that ever, record people that can't sing and all this kind of stuff. And then someone in the comments is like, Tennessean just did a vlog on that. This is my only Saturday night off this year. So great to catch you live. Thank you, Nick. I want to make sure I catch, like how he wants to give you an oversized fender cab with buying two 212 Marshall cabs. Yes, sir. B. Corgan from Smashing Compass said nothing but rave reviews trying out EVH guitar amp rig. Can you be a legit power ballad singer without a mullet? Now that is an amazing question. And didn't Steve Perry kind of have a mullet there for a while? Where are the power ballad singers, man? At the time when I was into, hard rock and all that stuff, I started growing to hate the ballads. The bands would always, it got to a point where they put the ballad out first of the album and stuff like that. And man, my hair is an absolute wreck today. But I started growing to hate the power ballads, but now I'd almost wish they'd come back. I almost wish there'd be some band that just ruling the charts with, good-looking singer and Richard Marx, great mullet, great hair, great. He was just absolutely fabulous. Richard Marx, great look, great singer. Yes, indeed, we're having a good time here. We're doing a little Spinal Tap spoof. Oh, that's delicious. 38 Special, Second Chance. Hey, but where are all the power ballads? What was the last power ballad band? Was it Firehouse? Was that the last one? I think that they were a really good band and they had a really good singer, but I never really got it wasn't my bag. Hey man, were you a fan of the late Greg Kihn? Yes. Yeah, man. Greg Kihn, they don't write them like that anymore. I used to watch that stuff on MTV and Jeopardy. Yeah, man. Michael Bolton. Yes. Now that's a power ballad guy. Tesla had a few Tesla had some power ballads. It seemed like when they killed off hair metal, they also killed off the power ballad. And not all power ballads were from hair bands. I don't consider Journey a hair band. Yeah, Bon Jovi should have made the announcement like Steven Tyler did with Aerosmith. He should just, I don't know what he's waiting for. I don't know if he's thinking it's going to magically come back. White Lion. Now, Vito Bratta, that is a guy that, man, incredible solos, man. The stuff that guy played. What's happening, Eric? How you doing, brother? How you doing? We're so glad to have everybody here. We got 46 people in this room. Let's get that like button up. Let's hit that subscription. You're more than welcome to do a little super chat. And if you do, I will go into detail on any question or anything that you want to know about Sunset Strip scene, guitar playing, Nashville, any of it. I'm waiting on Rage Against the Machine's power ballad album. Yes, indeed. And AC/DC never had a power ballad. Never. They never did it. And you got to admire those guys for AC/DC. What did Eddie Van Halen said about AC/DC? And look, Eddie was a big AC/DC fan. If you know, him and his son would bond over listening to AC/DC. But, Eddie Van Halen said, AC/DC only has one song, but it's a good one. Rosie was a power ballad. Oh yeah. Ride On was close. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Yeah, AC/DC has one song, but it's a good one. Hey, Mia and I are here. So everybody say hi to my wife and Mia. They are at the pool and they must be watching their dad or my wife and everything. Thank you so much for dropping in. Mia, I miss you. Hope you're having fun at the pool. We were at the pool. We were throwing the ball around. It is just a beautiful thing to be able to do every Sunday. We were able to, our pool has like a VIP section and Aerosmith Dream On. Now that's amazing. Chilling at the pool. How were the chicken fingers at the pool? Was Platinum Blonde a big deal in the States like they were here in Canada? Remind me of what they sang. Girls Got Rhythm was AC/DC power ballad. I love Girls Got Rhythm. Man, that song is awesome, dude. Good afternoon, Quincy James. We are glad to have you here. I hope things are going good for you at school, Quincy. I didn't know chicken had fingers. They don't. Mia said Lagoon needs rock and roll. I agree. Now, when we first got to the pool this morning, we were like some of the first people there. And we were able to get like a VIP kind of like seat with the, umbrella and all that. It was only like $16. So, the pool is free to use, but there's like a VIP area. And so we got that. And when we got there, they were playing Crossroads by Cream. And man, Eric Clapton now that is Clapton. If you want to, people can have very good. Mia was starving, made a little friend. All right, she's made a friend at the pool. Barry Manilow, he's a strange dude with a whole entourage in Chicago and really ignored me when I tried to say hi. It's pretty exciting thus far. Now, Quincy, are you gigging or anything? How come Nashville doesn't have at least one bar that plays classic rock all the time? They kind of do now. I think you hear a lot of classic rock in downtown Nashville. But I think you're going to hear a variety no matter where you go. But it seems like the bands that play Nudies, it seems like the bands that are playing Bon Jovi's place, they seem to be cranking out the classic rock. Graham Parker, Short Memories, Platinum Blonde. Man, Platinum Blonde, I'm drawing a blank on that. I'm just drawing a blank on that right now. I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell. Do you think the vintage guitar market will die with boomers? It could happen, bro. Doesn't really. Standing in the Dark, definitely a hair metal band. Man, I'm going to have to check them out. How about Graham Parsons and the Flying Burrito Brothers? Great, legendary band. I was watching Nudies live cam. Yeah, Nudies in downtown Nashville plays a lot of hard rock. And I've heard some, decent stuff there. It's all covers, man. Yeah, that's the difference between the LA, Sunset Strip scene and Nashville. Is Nashville, you make a living playing covers, and in LA you starved and played your own songs. The Eagles finished their UK leg here, but lots online about miming. Yeah, I even did a video about the miming. Haven't met anyone to link up and play live music with. I do have one friend thus far at school, but he's wanting to do studio work instead. Well, man, you network at that school, bro, and you find some players. My wife, my daughter loves Watermelon Crawl. It's one of those country songs that it's not my favorite. It's not what we listen to. When me and my daughter get in the car, she started liking hard rock now. I started her out on Elvis as kind of the training wheels. And we listened to the Elvis station, and she learned, kind of all the Elvis songs. And now she's kind of starting to graduate to the AC/DC and some of that. And when I put that stuff on, you put the rock and roll. Tommy Bolin, yes, indeed. Kid Rock's Honky Tonk, I think, plays a lot of rock and roll. She tips to hear it on Broadway. Yes, Mia tips to hear Watermelon Crawl. But we are a long way from Broadway now. I don't know. I don't know. Bad Brad, I feel like Britpop in the 90s and the garage rock revival of the early 2000s was the last time rock and roll was truly fun. Yeah, man, Oasis and all those kind of bands that came up in that scene. Man, that might have been the last, definitely on the British side of, that kind of thing, man. And I wish kids would get together and do rebellious stuff. You Give Love a Bad Name was her jam on the way here. All right. Wish John Sykes would put out an album. I wish John Sykes would just do something. But if he's sitting on fat royalties for Whitesnake, then he probably doesn't care. Had my folks ship me one of my favorite childhood albums, Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop. Yes, bro. That is a great one. See Kid Rock and Jerry Lee Lewis doing Little Queenie. Okay. Craig Goldie. Hey, Bad Brad, John Pickle says, do you want to tour again? Behind the scenes, are you planning anything? I am not planning anything, but when you put energy out there like I'm putting into this channel, things are going to happen, things will happen. But man, I am not, I got here down to Florida, and I started hearing how much people were, getting paid at gigs. And I just said, man, that's a step backwards that I don't want to take right now. And I'm just taking a little break. I would probably do some fly dates. I don't want to get on a tour bus and go do that nonsense. That's a young man's game, man. It would take some good money and a great artist and the right situation for me to leave my family at home. Do you ever play anywhere in Nashville or around there? M. Smith, I played there for 30 years. So I can answer just about any question I have there. And so, I don't feel I need to do any more. Today, there's no need for anybody to rebel. Everything is accepted. Yeah, I think that's a real problem, man. I think, and the people we thought were rebels back in the day, man, most of them they just go along with everything. Boy, these lantern flies are everywhere. I don't know about no lantern flies. Pete Doherty from the Libertines was always in the tabloids. Yeah, the Strokes are huge now among the young kids. Maybe they'll get back into stripped down rock and roll. Yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope that somebody, Post Malone's going country now. And he sounds all right doing it. And of course, he comes to town with a big budget, hires the top studio guys. So of course it's going to sound good, but it's, people made a big deal about Beyonce doing a country album and now Post Malone doing a country album. You do a country album when your pop career is over, when, you're no longer the trendy young thing. Artists like Elvis and, whoever through the periods of time will go to Nashville and would do a country album just because, hey, it's mellower, it's chill. And as you get older, you start realizing, man, I can't be playing this, heck-raising music all the time. What can a studio musician expect to make? Well, Jerry, a lot of that depends on how much you get called and what union, is paying these days. And I did just a handful of sessions. I'm not a big-time studio guy. I was lucky to get, a few of these little goodies, with my name on them and stuff like that. But, I'm not Tom Bukovac. And so, I don't profess to be, an expert Nashville session guy, but I've experienced it. I've done it. And I can talk a lot about it because, it's not easy doing those kind of sessions. Who wants to set up a set of drums? So we're destroying my drum sound in my studio for low dough. I can't answer that. Was there ever a union for professional like actors? Oh yeah, there's a union here. But sometimes, John, sessions are done off the card. So it's not always under union. 99, I'm glad to have you here, bro. Thank you so much for being here. One of the great people that pops in this channel all the time. Man, here's the great thing about this channel. We've got so many awesome regulars that pop in. I have coffee, every weekday. I get up, at 8 a.m. and I debut a new video. And I have, caffeinated beverage with everybody. We have coffee and chit chat. So thank you, 99. And salute, Jet City. Yes, indeed. We have coffee every morning. Have you seen the new kid playing in the woods? Jesse Wells, kind of the new rebel kid. Is that kid that sang that kind of Richmond up in Richmond thing? Union Card. Maybe the band's To Save Rock and Roll. Joining the channel, folks. Show. Jimmy, thank you. Catch you every time. Yes, Eric is there in the mornings, and man, I'm always love waking up and getting to chat with everybody in the morning, man. So if you haven't seen my regular videos, different guy. I don't know him, Harry. I don't know him. Have you ever played in Vancouver? Yes, I have. I did a whole tour opening for Eric Church, winter tour of Canada, and we went from one end, the east end, all the way to the west end and played all the hockey arenas. So I've been all over Canada. And I played Vancouver with Gary Lewis and the Playboys once. Thank you, William. Thank you. I try to engage with everybody. I try to keep it hopping and popping. Now, I don't know how people enjoy these clips. I have not, Nick. I have not, man. That's one of my big regrets is the acts that I play. Alicia, when will we see a video from the lagoon? All right, Alicia is my good friend, Michael. We will go to Vegas, Alicia says. Alicia is my good friend and the wife of Michael Fair, the guy who gave me my first gig in Nashville. And I played my last gig, and Michael was on the gig with me. So they're good friends. And so she's let the cat out of the bag. We live in a community that has a man-made lagoon. And so, I guess I'm going to have to broadcast from the lagoon. But they always have background music going on and stuff. And so I don't know. I'll try filming some from there sometime. It is pretty incredible. It is amazing. So now my wife and Alicia they can chit chat back and forth. It's turned into the girls. The girls are here, bro. Hey, bro, the chicks are here, bro. We got chicks, bro. Bro, chicks, bro. Bro, the chicks are here. Bro, dude. I mooned the whole arena in Vancouver when they booed us. We were warming up for Cars, and Hot Child in the City was too candy ass. So wait a minute. Now, Jimmy. So Jimmy, you played Hot Child in the City in the arena in Vancouver? That's very cool, brother. Bro, the chicks are here, bro. Bro, shh. Bro, the chicks are here. Very cool, Jimmy. Very cool. So we've got a fellow arena alumni here. I witness stories that can't be duplicated. Me too, William. There's some stories that are just too sordid for YouTube. That's why I'm gonna have to start a Patreon now. I've got a Patreon, but I haven't posted anything there yet. If I like your 99 PRS, hello, the women are here. Hello. Yes. Women are here, bro. The chicks are here, bro. That's cool, William. Yes, indeed. So we're having fun. I'm having this rock star. I normally have my Red Bull. I'm waiting for one of these energy drink companies to pop in. Had some 30-minute song demo sessions at Ballads Music. The music for the demo done in a half hour. Session folks are like a well-oiled music machine. Vocals recorded after. Yes, PQ, they can churn those songs out super fast, man. Girls, bro, girls. So yeah, we don't usually have too many babes in our room, but I think we're gonna get more. I think look, we probably got some eligible bachelors in here. A lot of sugar in those beverages. Yes, it is, Jimmy. You are correct, and that's why I'm gonna balance it with a little Publix spring water. Only at Publix can you get the most refreshing and soothing spring water. Delved from the swamps of the bayou and dredged, freshly each day. Yeah, I love Publix, man. Yeah, ladies, who was that said that? Mike, my wife and Alicia, us musicians have never played full price for gear, ever. We've never paid full price, bro. All right, so we are 61 strong in this room. We're rocking and rolling. We're having a good time. And I hope everybody out there hits that like button. If we got 60 people in here, we need to go tap. Bro, hit the like, bro. Dude. If you've ever been partying late at night and you're trying to keep quiet, you're in a hotel room or something, it's like, dude, shh, dude, hit the like, bro, hit the like. Yes, indeed. Thank you, 99. So, yeah, I'm going to balance the sugar with a little unsweet tea. Lake City, Florida, springs everywhere, 72 degrees all year. I love that. I love it. Bro. I'm going to sign in on my TV where I have no account just so I can hit the like button again. Yes, Mike, I like the way you think. And if anybody out there wants to, go away for the weekend and leave my channel permanent stream, hey, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Let's see what Jerry says. Me and my friends are spreading the word on Bad Brad. We will get the numbers up. Thank you, sir. I'm drinking Dasani 99. Bro, let me buy you a water. Let me buy you a delicious public spring water. Yes, indeed. We're rocking and rolling. We're having a good time. Yes, indeed. We're cooking. We're cooking with grease, everybody. Have you ever been sponsored by any company promoting their equipment gear? You have a YouTube channel with it? Audience. Yes, I have, John. As a matter of fact, this is Joyo. And Joyo has sent me now, let's see, 3 fuzz pedals. This is one of them. The Voodoo Octave. Now, this isn't a sponsored video, this particular video, but the video where I did demos, I've got this, and then they also sent me a mini amp, right? And now they messaged me the other day, and they're sending me a thing called the Jam Buddy from Joyo. And the Jam Buddy is like a tabletop little guitar amp with like a couple different channels and a speaker. And it's got Bluetooth, so you can pipe your jam tracks into it. And what's up, Freddie B? So they're going to send me the Jam Buddy, and I'm going to do a demo of that. And I've done the demos of the fuzz pedals. And before that, there was another company. The name escapes me, but they had an overdrive pedal called the Pazuzu. And those were really cool pedals. It was the Pazuzu and the Salem Boost. So, those were really cool pedals, and the Joyo stuff is great. And, if you're looking for some budget pedals, please hit if anybody that watches this channel, it shops on Amazon. Doesn't matter what you buy, and it won't cost you any extra money. But you hit the Amazon link in one of my regular videos, and anything you purchase will give you, yes, Pazuzu like the Exorcist. Pazuzu, yeah, it's like a Eastern myth or something. Ah, very good, Quincy. I saw that. I get manscaped at Publix. Oh, okay. All right, Adam. That's a good one. Pazuzu was a demon. Yeah, but he was supposedly a good demon that kept the strong winds away or something like that. I did a whole, if you go in my channel and go to my gear demos, you'll see the Pazuzu demo. And I really like that one. I think Mia is in the demo. So that is the Joyo. And yes, I've been sponsored. And when I was on the road, here's PQ. Are all the pro Nashville familiar with the names of all the other Nashville pros? I would say no. Somebody asked me today. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Somebody asked me today, is Nashville cliquey? And I think all music scenes are cliquey. And, the reality is, there's those guys, like somebody asked, have you ever played with any of the big, Nashville YouTubers? And I never met Guthrie Trapp. I did buy a couple of amps from Tom Bukovac when he had his music store over in Berry Hill. So I bought, as a matter of fact, I'll show you here. I bought this, if we can get it, this Vibrolux Reverb. And it's a silver face, and it's in excellent condition. And I bought that at Tom Bukovac's place. Hi, Mia. Hi. I bought that at his little guitar store. And I think I paid like $700 or $600 or something. Mia wants a new guitar. Yes, it is a killer amp, Freddie. and it's got the cover and everything. So yeah, I bought that, and I bought a twin reverb, a reissue. But I bought a twin reverb for $600 there. So man, that was a killer store, because a lot of the studio cats would come in, and there was some great stuff in there. There was a Marshall head I should have bought in there, an older one for like $1,300. But you can't buy everything, and you can't own everything, and I've had to scale down. But well, let's see. Hello Kitty guitar from Mia. Yeah, I think she would like that. Zach Wild can donate the one he played. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure he can. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Zach, are you tuned in, bro? Hey, Zach, bro, are you tuned in? Zach, send us a guitar, bro. I would love Nashville Bats, world-renowned cats. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great idea. Did you ever get to jam with Jack White, the drummer? One of my longtime buds who passed on. He lived near Libras Fort. I didn't know him. Yes, Justa Smo. I love Rock Block when it was open. I bought a lot of stuff from Rock Block back in the day, and I'll tell you, this is a funny story. So, the owner of Rock Block, the original owner, he was a pretty wild dude, man. He's an old school rock and roll guy who probably stayed up all night and partied and and all that. But, he'd have some interesting gear in that shop, and he had a sense of humor. And I remember I walked in there one time, and I said, man, and I was broke. I was flat broke. And I said, man, I need the cheapest pack of guitar strings you have. And he says, okay. So he goes behind the counter, and he literally picks out a pack of strings, and the label on the front says, the cheapest pack of guitar strings, you can buy. And it was like, I don't know, $3 or something like that. And I was looking at this like, what is this? I'd never heard of this. But I didn't have a lot of bucks, and I was at the time I was playing like $50 gigs and $75 gigs. So I said, yeah, give me those strings. So I buy the strings, I put them on the guitar, I go down to play the gig that night. And man, those strings would not stay in tune. No, dude, it wasn't mix and match. It was literally like playing rubber bands. No, Mike, I'd never boiled strings, but I know a lot of bass players that do. Zach has been through it, dude. He is a warrior. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Strings are getting pricey now. They certainly are, man. And I still try to get strings thinking $3.33 a pack, but it's never that cheap anymore, man. They're just like $5 or $6 a pack. But you gotta buy good strings. Ernie balls are Diodario for me, and everything else is just I try not to mess with, because I made the mistake of using the cheap. Give me a pack of the cheapest strings you got. Did you ever cross paths with Vince Neil, Billy Gibbons, or any other Nashville cats worth mentioning? Well, I had mentioned in a comment, he's Elvis' birthplace. All right. So I did play at Vince Gill's house. One of his family members or something was having a wedding, and I played this wedding with this R&B band with this legendary guy around town, Scat Springs, who he'd sang on a lot of country records and done a lot of vocal sessions. And we're playing at Vince Gill's house, and I'm playing guitar, and we see Vince Gill out in the crowd, and he's a pretty tall dude. So you see him, and he's standing back there, and he's kind of going like this, and I at that time, man, I was always trying to play my best. And thank you, Michael. All right, I will check him out, Michael. And we see Vince Gill, out there in the audience, and our lead singer, oh, Vince, come on up, man, come on up. And he just waved off, and he just stayed in the back, and he didn't sit in. I was willing to, hey, here's my guitar. Now, I'm sure, and I don't remember what I was playing that night. It was probably some kind of Strat or something, but, Vince has got a room in his house full of vintage guitars, so he didn't probably want to play through whatever combo amp I was playing. And, whatever, off the rack strat I was playing that night. So $2 sticks. Yes, indeed. All right. So we've got 62 people in here. Let's get it popping. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. No problem, Ben. Thank you for mentioning my brother, Don Costa. Also enjoyed your fine guitar playing. Thank you so much, Wind. So you knew Don Costa. If anybody saw my video, kind of a rest in peace to Don Costa, man, I wasn't even sure about that story until I did some research. And man, I just, Don Costa, he's your brother. For real? Wow, man. Wow. Don Costa was the bass player for Ozzy Osbourne. And it was not a wow. When everybody salute Windbringer. His brother is Don Costa. Don Costa was a beast of a bass player. He played with Ozzy Osbourne, and he used to have a cheese grater. Salute to Windbringer. Now see, this is why you tune into my channel, because you get the real stuff here. Thank you. And see, he probably saw my video and said, man, I'm going to pop into his channel. Finger picker, I met a guy who never changed them. Well, Adam, if you can make them last, I can't make strings last past one show. If I play one show, the strings are toast. You mentioned me, Body Shop. Oh, so Windbringer, you are Don Costa's sister. That is incredible. I watched your interview on Full in Bloom, and that is why I mentioned the story and kind of told, what I could about it. And that is incredible. That is incredible. Thank you so much for stopping by. I mean, hearing that story and everything about Don, and look, I have talked on my channel about PTSD in the music business and touring and all of that, and the trauma in show business and all that. And when I heard his story, and I know it was very tough for you guys to kind of be separated as a family, and Don just kind of off doing his own thing, and nobody really heard anything until he passed. But man, I just immediately knew, like, everything he went through, he probably was going through PTSD. And that's why he had a little career, kind of after Ozzy. But man, he probably just, it's tough to deal with. Imagine, being in the biggest gig in the country, and all of a sudden, the guy just cans you like that. It's crazy. So I am honored to have you here. Yeah, you're the sister that called him a hoe. Well, you know what? I appreciate, the business, probably depression. Yes, man. Absolutely. Look, we go through so much, and because you were an entertainer, we go through so much, the highs and the lows. They're the highest highs and the lowest lows that anybody can ever feel is being a performer and being at that level, playing those arenas and playing that stuff. And then here's what happens. You're here, and you're operating at that velocity of light. And then all of a sudden it's gone, and you're just sitting at home, and it's like you've been to battle, and then all of a sudden it's just silence. And it's the hardest thing to deal with. He was a badass bass player, absolutely, and I am honored to have you here. Thank you so much. Ho was right. You're right, man. He was shy otherwise. Yeah, I mean, we as musicians, we're kind of pushed out there, and we become these characters. We become these other things that we probably aren't in real life. And, when it's over and we're off that stage, man, you got to come down from that. And that's one of the hardest things in the world to do. So, man, I salute you. Thank you so much for coming in to this channel and watching, and being with us here. Y'all, we've got a Legends sister here, and we salute you. Thank you. And Don, may you rest in peace. Amazing. And when this video is done, I'm going to text my buddy Paul Chapman, and he's a huge metal, fan, and he's a great bass player. And I'm gonna text him and say, dude, Don Costa's sister came to my life today, and that is awesome. Thank you so much. Bless you. I'm doing the best work I can to try to, speak for the people that can't speak anymore, and provide reality on the music business. Try to keep it real for everybody, for the people that are thinking about getting into the music business, and for the people that, watch from the sidelines, who maybe don't understand what really goes on behind the scenes. So, man, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Freddie, we love hearing these stories, man. Yeah, it's just amazing. I'm blown away right now. See what happens? You guys came here today. I did a video, about Don Costa and Ozzy Osbourne and all that. And his sister saw the video. Just like, check this out. I did the video about life, sex, and death. The one band on the Strip that blew me away in my period of playing on the Sunset Strip. And guess what? One of the guys that managed that band, he reached out on the video and said he's been talking to Stanley. Chris Stan is his name, the singer for LSD. And Chris Stan sent him my video. So it is amazing that this is reaching people's ears and spreading the music. And I salute every one of you for being a part of this. That is incredible. Now let's get that like button up. Let's get the subscription up. Last week, we celebrated 5,000 subscribers. I don't know Steve Dudas. Wait a minute. Maybe I do. Did he have like a beard or something? I'm not reaching the masses, Mike, but I'm reaching the important people. And that is us like-minded souls and people that have been in this business. Yeah, maybe. That name kind of sounds familiar, Freddie, but yeah, it's, man, remembering all this stuff, when you're talking like, almost 40 years ago, do you remember the band Soraya? Brian Wheat from Tesla. They had the Tony Bruno from the great underrated band. I'll have to check them out. Okay, gotta stay hydrated, bro. Last week, we celebrated 5,000. We're already over 5,500. We're on our way to 6,000. We're on our way to 10,000. And I am not gonna stop. I wanna get to 1 million. Hey, Leah, what's happening? Listening while working. Thank you so much. We've got a great crowd here today. We've had some amazing guests in here, and it is so amazing to to share this fellowhood. Do you still plan on playing live? PQ, I think that's going to happen at some point, but man, it's been so refreshing not feeling the anxiety and playing gigs and like, okay, so check this out. So a guy on my channel, he left a comment and he said he was 52 and he was in the same shape that he was in at the age of 30. He worked out 5 days a week. This guy was a beast, right? And he said after he plays shows, he is riddled with pain. And I said, you know what? Hearing that, because man, I would play gigs, dude, and I would wake up the next day and I'd be like walking out of the bed like I was 90 years old. And I'm playing four sets a night. Was one of the last gigs I did in Nashville was 4 hours straight, no breaks, 4 hours straight. Now that's fine if you're a 20-year-old, but the next day is brutal, bro. And if I do 2 in a row, or like a year ago, I did a Friday and then I did a double on Saturday. And man, that Sunday, dude, I was no good for any. Take Creighton for pain. Okay. Um, yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, I hear you, Adam. I don't know if that would work for me. I found that some vitamin supplements helped me. I think it was magnesium, but I'm not giving any medical advice. Doubles can be brutal, Brian. They absolutely can. It can be absolutely brutal. Work as a steel stud framer. Freddie, you're tougher than all of us. 4 hours of anything. Hey, 4 hours of hitting the remote and I'm gonna be sore. Outdoor gigs are brutal. Yeah, I don't, Freddie, you're a tough dude, man. I'm telling you. Um, yeah, so someone just said Metallica does a day on and a day off. Now, if you're a top level group like Metallica, you have that option. But when I was last out on the road, when I was out on the road, I was like 46, 47. And we didn't have the luxury of doing a day on, day off. We would do as many shows in a week as possible. And we would do 5, 6 shows in a row. And I was having to play, lead guitar and sing the chorus on like every song. Because I was playing with the guy that would have all these guest vocalists. So I was singing lead and playing and doing 5 nights in a row. And dude, it was, and then you're traveling every night and bouncing in the bus and all that. Man, that's a young man's game. I was thankful that I got to do it, but man, it kicked my ass. 5 sets was a way of life, Jimmy. Yes, it's 7 days a week. Your ears are still ringing. Fender amps. That is my childhood, is those Fender amps, man. I still love them. I still love a nice clean guitar tone. But obviously once I got to LA, a Fender amp was just not going to do it out there. What do you look for in a rhythm section? Played drums for years and looking for some guidance. Usually gel pretty well, and people refer to me as a drum machine. Maybe it should be looser, groovier. You should be all of those things as a drummer. And it depends on who you're playing with. I like a drummer that, because I would always play in these groups where we were playing, a lot of the party hits and, classics and R&B and all that kind of stuff. But we would play them a little bit different every night. And so we would always adjust. You'd adjust your parts. And when you played a solo, all bets were off. It wasn't like playing note for note like covers. It wasn't like that at all. It was more like playing, real book cover tunes. And so I like a drummer that if I play I like the drummer to pick up maybe the second or third triplet with and then go back into the groove. So I know he's listening to what I'm putting out there, and we can react together. That is a advanced level skill for somebody to be able to do that. So looser, groovier, all of the above. Yeah, in a trio, a drummer can bring a lot more to the party. I like playing in a power trio. I don't want to work that hard anymore. I don't know if I'm going to play gigs here. Have you heard jazz blues guitar player Russell Malone? No, I did not, and I'm not that familiar with Russell. What happened? What was it? Johnny Guitar Watson. Now, Dwayne, I know you know Johnny Guitar Watson. He dropped dead on stage in Japan, right? And I guess they say, now I had talked to somebody that was on the road with him, and he kind of filled me in with what happened. But the rumor was that he said he was singing his song, Ain't That a Bitch? And he said, ain't that a bitch or something? And he dropped on stage. And I guess this guy was on the gig, and he was telling me that he was laying there, and it was almost like he saw his spirit like just coming out of his body. And yeah, he dropped right on stage, man. Cross on stage. Like Colonel Bruce Hampton. If anybody's seen that footage, that young, impressionable guitar player, what's his name? Taz. Forget his full name, but Yeah, Watson was a better piano player. Yes, that's what they say. Man, I haven't heard him play piano, but man, he's a great character that he kind of created. His guitar thing. I really like Johnny Guitar Watson. Used to play "Real Mother for You." We used to play that a lot. Tune on Johnny Watson's son, Trennis. Yeah, I bet. Who said this? Jimmy Hunter produced a rap tune on Johnny. Okay, very cool. Colonel Bruce. Wow, man. Dude, he just dropped on stage and people thought he was just kind of worshiping the kid playing his solo. And for that kid, is that not a traumatic experience seeing like one of your mentors die right in front of you while you're playing a solo? I don't know how you come back from that. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would ever be the same. I know it's Brandon Taz Niederauer, great guitar player. Sat in at BB King's when I was playing in the house band there. And he was just a little kid, man. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter how good he was, and he was good. Yeah, Fox Theater. But Brandon got up there, and he was 12 years old or 13, and of course, man, if he plays one note, the crowd's just gonna go nuts because he's this young kid, and here I am, this old guy, grizzled old road dog, and all night just busting my hump, trying to get a reaction out of the crowd, and 12-year-old kid comes up and he was probably at my level at that time, and just plays one note and the crowd goes nuts, so. But those guys have it tough, man. I saw a Hampton Grease band get booed off the stage at an Allman show at Atlanta Municipal in 1970. Well, they were a unique band, so whenever you're pushing the envelope and creating something new, man, you run the risk of catching some flack from the audience. All right, how's everybody doing? We are 65 strong. We got 58 likes. Ike Turner was a better piano player than guitar player as well. I don't doubt it. Rocket 88, right? Dwayne is a fellow musician and a great visitor to this channel. And man, he's got a world of experience. And I love having him here on this channel because, man, if anybody knows Bad Brad was the token white dude in a lot of R&B bands. And man, so when he brings his experience to this channel, man, I love it. Because, me and Dwayne could have been backstage kicking it in the green room. I got to go have a good one. Thank you, 99. Thanks for dropping in. Now, if anybody feels so kind, just got back from the county fair. Kiss Nation is playing there tonight. Saw your video on the lack of roll in Model Rock. You're right. Yeah, you gotta get the roots, man. And once people get too far removed from the blues and rock and roll and bluegrass and all that kind of American roots music, once you get too far removed from that, man, the soul, the dirt gets removed, the soul gets removed from the music, and man, that's what we got now. We got laptop music, right? It's kids with a laptop, and they couldn't play the blues, they couldn't play their way out of a paper bag if they had to. So yeah. All right. Now, if anybody wants to hit the super thanks or the super chat, I will go into detail on any topic. We've had an amazing over an hour. And like I said, last week we celebrated 5,000. We're now at 5,500. We're on our way to 6,000. And, this channel, we are on the rise, and it's all because of you. This is not some elaborate studio. Human musicians unite. This is not an elaborate studio. I am sitting here with an iPhone. I do all my videos with my iPhone. The only time I ever use any external audio is if I got to record a guitar demo or a pedal or something like that. Then I'll plug into my computer. I'll shoot the video with my iPhone. I'll sync it up and boom. But man, there's so much fakery going on in the world that I think You know, the appeal of this channel is just keeping it stripped down and raw. People were saying, hey, don't build a set. If your channel blows up, don't build a set like Howard Stern. And man, I absolutely hear that. You know, they've got AI video now where you can put a prompt in and show me a mom holding a milk carton and all this, and boom, poor man dying on TV. Yeah, that's sad. All right, everybody. I'm only about halfway through this. We're gonna keep this rocking for a little while. Shenanigans, Mr. Man Boo. What do you think about Roy Buchanan? I think he's incredible. I think he was an incredible player, and you know, a predecessor to Danny Gatton, who was another incredible player. And you know, Danny Gatton was a friend of Lenny Bro, and that's another incredible player. Man, these are tragic, tragic figures in music. And man, it's sad. Roy was a trip, great player too. Yes, indeed. Now I could be at the pool with the wife, but I chose to spend my afternoon with you gentlemen here. Yes, indeed, Foghorn Bradhorn kicking it for you right here. Yes, sir, yes, sir. We're having a good time here tonight. Roy and Danny was the best telly players. Man, those guys were great. I'm not Roy was OG rock telecaster. I'm not a huge chicken picking guy, and that's why, you know, Nashville was, you know, I didn't get country gigs until they started wanting rock guys on stage. But I can fake it. I can fake a little chicken picking. I just, man, if the tempo's too fast, and I'll tell this is a good story. So I told the story about playing 6 sets in a casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And I had people telling me, oh man, I played that place. Oh, it was a soul crusher and, you know, all this stuff. But one of those times we went to play, we had this keyboard player who popped in on the gig. One guy had to go leave, and this other guy pops in. Well, this other guy, he was a bit of a, I don't know what the word to say is, but he gets on the gig, and his first tune, he decides he wants to test me. So he calls Rocky Top, and he calls it that fast. And I looked at him, and I knew he was testing me. And I got so ticked off. It's like when you go on a jazz gig and you're the new guy and they call giant steps. They're trying to sabotage you. They're trying to throw you under the bus. And this guy called Rocky Top and just break that that fast. And man, thank God for adrenaline, and thank God for my hot-blooded nature, because I got pissed, dude. And guitar, and I was so angry that I knew this guy was come on this gig that I've already been playing 6 sets a day for, 3 or 4 days in a row, and this guy comes on and wants to test me. Man, I got so angry, and he told me later, he said, oh, I was testing you. And I was like, he said, oh man, you did great. And I was like, I should have literally taken him around back and, kicked his butt. If they call GS on you day one at jazz set as a non-jazz guy, you're dead in the water. Yeah, you are dead in the water. Yes, indeed, Quincy. People will test you in this business. Even in the country world, you run into narcissistic behavior with the talent. It's almost unbelievable what they get away with. Yeah, it's a lot of tomfoolery. Do you think the vintage guitar market will die with the boomers? I don't know, Ace. What do you think? I don't know. Will kids care about vintage guitars? I can't play jazz. Don't even try covers. In 75, let's see. Play with Bobby Lewis. That's awesome. Foggy Mountain so fast, it was a very short tune. Thanks for the love, though, man. I do pick my guitar up every Saturday while you're going. Thank you, Mopar. Thank you for being here. Junior Brown is a great player as well. We're having a good time. We're at 69 minutes. And I really appreciate everybody here. Please hit that thumbs up. We got 65 in here. We got 61 likes. Man, we're doing good. We're having a good time. We're having a little caffeinated beverage. We're keeping it popping. And I'm so glad that everybody's here with us. Who is your favorite? Favorite what? Favorite what? You'd have to almost pick a genre. Alan Holdsworth is one of my favorites. Yeah. IOU album is my favorite Holdsworth album. There's an apocryphal tale back in school that a kid's death. Fried chicken grease. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Johnny Highland is great. Yeah, you know, there's so many great guitar players. Thank you, Nick, for being here. Thank you. I'm glad that you were here. We had a good time. I'm still going. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all want to stick around and keep going? Road Games is a great one as well. I like Metal Fatigue as well. That's IOU, Metal Fatigue, and Road Games would probably be the three main Holdsworth albums I would tell anybody to listen to. I've got 50 more minutes. All right, Mike. Well, you know what? If Mike's got 50 more minutes, then I got 50 more minutes, man. Let's hang for a spell. Yes, indeed. Fred and Protocosmos are great Holdsworth tunes. All rockin' albums. Yes, indeed. I hate that question. No favorite. Too many decisions. Yeah, it's what mood am I in? That would be, you know, dude, sometimes I just like to hear a good song. Sometimes I want to listen to some great guitar playing. And, you know, it just depends on what mood you're on. Put feet up, stay a spell. Put your feet up. I love Eric Johnson. Yeah, I love Eric Johnson, man. That Tones album, man, that album was so sick when it came out, dude. That was just like, man, if, you know, that ties into the video where I talk about, you know, hearing great players and wanting to quit. Man, you know, that Tones album, you just, at that time, man, that was just so great and ahead of what everybody else was doing. Nobody was doing, you know, you didn't have Bonamassa copping Eric Johnson licks. You know, he was the only guy doing those fast licks like that. What do you think about Gary Hoey? I think he's great. Black Crowes are great. Holdsworth harmonic playing in a trio. Yeah, I like hearing Holdsworth. Some of the easier things to digest about Holdsworth is listening to him playing in some of those prog groups that he played in. You know, like, it's why I like the song, is it Metal Fatigue? Or no, Devil Take the Hindmost. Isn't that like, he's just soloing over like G minor or something like that? Man, and just hearing what he does with that. And I can break that down a lot easier, you know, than his songs with these chord voicings where his hands are like this, you know. Butterfly Effect, never heard of them. We're having a good time. We're at 72 minutes. Ryan Adams' Prisoner album, good writing and playing. Well, I'll have to check that out. Ever hear Brand X? Yes, I have heard Brand X. Dude had massive hands. Yeah, Holdsworth, bro. He had Holdsworth hands. Been getting into Clarence White. Now, I'll tell you what time is it? I want to see if my anti-pedal is here. So come with me on this journey. Hopefully this won't drop. I don't think this will drop. I think we've got decent enough Wi-Fi here that we might be able to make it to the door and see. Maybe this will be a live unboxing, bro. Maybe it's a live unboxing. Let's see, bro. We're going out here. We're going to see if we can keep broadcasting. Yes, indeed. Let's see if we got something here. Let's see if bro, let's see if the Sweetwater guy is here, bro. Let's see if it's here, bro. It's here, bro. Now the wife just pulled up, so we're gonna go in the room. We gotta, shh, don't tell her, bro. Sweetwater's here, bro. Don't tell her, bro. Don't tell the wife, bro. Sweetwater, bro. Shh, bro. Sweetwater, bro. Sweetwater, bro. Sweetwater, bro. It's a Sweetwater, bro. All right, shall we do a live unboxing? How about that? Has anybody ever done that? Let's see if I can. We're gonna do a live unboxing, bro. Has anybody ever done that? We're taking you to the front door. Oh yes. Oh, bro, got the strings, bro. Ernie balls, tens, bro. Tens, bro. Got some nines, bro. Got some nines, bro. Oh, bro, the only reason I buy anything from Sweetwater, bro. No, it's not true. I love Sweetwater, but Mia's gonna love this. Bro, look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. I can dial in tones now that will sear your eyeballs, bro. Toys, don't tell the wife, bro. Bro, shh. Don't tell my wife, bro. All right, we gotta open this up. Open this up. Take a look at this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I sound like Triumph. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's open this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is golden, bro. Yes, bro. Oh, yes, for me to shred on, bro. So there it is, man. This is the UA Anti, and this is a 5150 in a box. So this thing looks really cool. I'm not going to demo it right now. I'm not set up to do that. I want to do it justice. So I will plug this in and dial it in and shoot something this week. But has anybody ever taken you to their front door like I just did and did a live unboxing? I don't think they have. But yeah, 5150 in a box, bro. This will sear your eyeballs. This will roast your brain, bro. This will totally, bro. With this pedal, bro, I'm gonna totally get signed, bro. This pedal is it, bro. If yes, it comes with Eddie's hands, bro. They're inside the box, bro. They're totally inside the box. Dude, all I have to do is plug this in, and I instantly become Eddie Van Halen, bro. Instantly, bro. That's it, bro. Absolutely. Edward Van Halen, man. Yes, indeed. All right, so how about that? How about that? A live unboxing on YouTube Live. So yeah, this pedal is a 5150 in a box. Big P, I'm glad to have you here, sir. Yes, indeed. Salute. I am Edward Van. No, actually, I'm a little more David Lee. I'm David Lee Roth, man, live before your naked, steaming eyes here tonight. Look at all the people here tonight. Yes, indeed. I say, sir. It's Foghorn Rothhorn, bro. We're having a good time. We're live. We're at 78 minutes. I may get pulled away from the shenanigans. The wife may scream. There might be a spider in the bathroom or something. And I may be called away. But we're having a good, yeah. Jamie Sharton, bro. I could get called away at any moment. But I want to, before I do, I'm going to keep going until I get the, what are you doing? But I think they're going, I think they're going to go shopping now, but we'll see. We'll see. They might be tired from the pool. How's everybody doing? Hey, you want to come say hi? No.
I'll say hi from the non-camera side.
Okay, my wife says hi from the non-camera side.
Hi.
You hear that, guys? Okay, my wife is here, but were you guys going shopping? Or is Mia passed out?
Well, Mia said she's very tired and she needs a little rest.
Okay, so y'all can hang here. Just close this door right here.
Yes.
And I'm going to keep going with the guys. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find a sound.
Just do your thing, and I may just shop online and buy a Dior.
Okay.
Tell them to continuously tip.
No one has tipped anything, so there's going to be no Dior. There's not even going to be any Walmart later today. What? So we have not made a dime, but we've had a good time, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, because look, everybody just watching this broadcast now, it helps so much. Just getting the viewers up, getting the likes up, getting the subscriptions up. This all helps. So everybody that tunes into this channel helps so much. No pedals from me. Latest gig. Is everybody doing good? Y'all want to keep going? You want to sit a spell, or should we wrap it up? Should we wrap it up? Yeah, the wife thinks she's getting Dior, and we'll be lucky to getting DiGiorno. Let's just keep on keeping on. We rocking now, right? We rocking. We did a live unboxing. I got to run. Brian, thank you so much. Will do. Don't you ever have to pee. Jimmy, I have to pee a lot, but so far I haven't. It's been 81 minutes, and I'm holding up pretty good. Yeah, wrap it up. I'll take it. Yes, indeed, sir. Foghorn Bradhorn here today. Yes, indeed. I say. Well, I'm trying to tell you. We're having a good time. Jimmy Hunter's in the house. Just bring her the gray poupon. She doesn't, my wife hates mustard, bro. We're older. I had to pee every hour. Bro, I generally do. And I don't know if it's a, being on stage thing, but once I'm on stage, I'm usually good. Thank you, James. Thank you. Steel play through pedals. Yes. All right. I tell you what, this drink, and I'm not sponsored by any energy drinks. I wouldn't be opposed to be sponsored by an energy drink. I would love if the kind gentleman of caffeinated beverages would find my channel and realize that this is a caffeinated individual that we would like to have him drink our beverages on his channel. JDH, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. We're rocking and rolling. We got 58 people in here. Let's get those thumbs up. Let's get the subscriptions up. We're on our way to 10K. We're on our way to 10K. We're on our way to 10K. Maybe Publix can support you with waters. Bro, I can't even support myself with waters. That is weird, though. Saw in the news these drinks increase the occurrence of hemorrhoid. Good Lord, sir. Sir, please don't wish no roids on me, sir. Sir, please don't give me no roids. Please, sir. Please, I beg you, please. Thank you, Pedro. How you doing, bro? All right, here is Samantha James. Lived on Doheny and Santa Monica Boulevard in the 80s and 90s. Was there when Docking came down Sunset Boulevard on truck. Was at the Rainbow 4 nights a week. Now living in South Florida. All right. I love that video where they're on the truck. Can you talk about the mental side of playing live? What do you think about when you're playing for a big audience? Ooh, that's a tough question. Man, there would be so much other stuff going on that the playing part, that would be the easy part. The getting to the gig, the, trying to get enough rest, the, eating the right foods, all that other nonsense, and then the bus drama and all that other stuff. playing the gigs, my man, I will watch that. Okay, Tux. Sir, if you could, please donate some Tux medicated pads to me, sir. I don't know Failure, Bob. I don't know that band. But yeah, preparing for a big show, by the time you get to that point, where you're playing big shows, you've played hundreds of shows already, and it becomes another show. It's harder to rest on the road. It's harder to get sleep, when everybody's partying. Do you ever drink a bit more than you should have before or during a show? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can remember towards the end of my road days, man, I would have a glass of whiskey in a red Solo cup, and I'd have it about that full of, some kind of, usually like a flavored whiskey, just to try to have a little sugar in it, just to give me a, little bit of pop. And then I'd be on the talk back saying, I need my beer. Give me a beer. I need more beer. Give me a beer. I'd be on that talk back. I need a beer. Give me a beer. So yeah, I was deep in my cups. I was deep in my cups when on my last days on the road. Told me when touring with Prince. Let's see. What's for dinner while on stage? Now, I never thought about that. I would always, when I was playing, I would try to focus on the front row of people and try to focus on somebody that was really enjoying the show and try to play for them. And then put on a big, play to the rafters. If you're playing in a huge place, you're playing in big movements, but I would always try to focus. If I saw somebody that was like a fan or something, or somebody that's, kind of looking at you like this, I would always try to put on a show. I'd make sure they got a pick. I would get in a solo. I'd run up to them and just, do your thing. And now somebody had asked previously in the comments, yeah, even a small bar, play for the one guy that's rocking with you. Absolutely, Freddie. Somebody asked about nines, which guitars I would put nines on. I think really the only guitar that I put the nines on would be the Wolfgang. Any kind of guitar with a Floyd Rose, I would put the nines on. But mostly I use tens. So I keep the nines here, and knowing that I was going to have to demo this EVH in a box, this 5150 in a box. Wanted to make sure I had some nines here in case these failed me and I needed But this is my one kind of Floyd Rose shredder guitar that I have. 440. Sometimes I tune down a half step, but I guess I am tuned to 440. Too skinny and hard on the fingers. All right. So that answers that question. Let's see. Dial in a good balance tone. Yeah, I guess I'm just, I'm more of those go to 10 and then 11. I'm more of a classic Van Halen fan, like the first 2 or 3 albums. That's a good question. So Chris asks, how is it some artists seem to get a huge push like Lainey Wilson and Grace Bowers? Okay, well, I didn't even know who Lainey Wilson was, and this is kind of an interesting story. When I was playing at BB King's in downtown Nashville, there was a guy that was waiting tables there. His name was Tommy Skiffries. And but he was a guitar player, and I was the guitar player in the house band. And Tommy would come up to me, hey man, I just moved to town and I'm a guitar player. And we let him sit in, like one time, he's a good solid player and everything. And then my tenure with the house band ended, and I think BB King's it kind of went away after a while, and I saw him around town playing some gigs, and I saw on his Facebook he was kind of, I think he was playing bass with some people and doing some different kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden he hits what we call the redneck lottery. He's the bass player in Lainey Wilson's band. And I started hearing the name Lainey Wilson, and I didn't know who that was, but she's like the biggest female country artist right now. But apparently she was on that show with Kevin Costner, the Montana like Western show or something like that. So she's an actress that started a country career, and it seems like it's more about the fashion. She wears these big hats and she wears fringe and all this kind of thing, and girls trying to emulate her look, and that's what that kind of seems like. But I forget what the question is, but she got a big push. And as far as Grace Bowers, I did my video about Grace Bowers, and I kind of felt bad about doing that video because, she is a young kid, and she is, playing real guitar, but I just couldn't get behind why she was getting so much push. I mean, she's not being allowed to develop. Now, in her mind, she thinks that, I missed a year of school, and I played with, I used to play clubs and others. Like, you're talking about 1 year out of your life. You got guys in Nashville that have slugged it out in the clubs for 10, 15, 20 years, 25, 30 years, and never got the push that she got. But she is a marketable, entity, and somebody sees something in her, and she's getting that monumental push. And man, there's better female guitar players in town. Maybe not in her genre. She kind of plays a boomer style of playing, and I think older people are, her style of playing appeals to older people. So maybe that's why they're getting behind her. I don't know, man. I don't really get it. Lainey Wilson, I mean, I can take or leave it. I'm not a country fan. And, like I said, dude, Nashville can be very cliquey. And I never ran with the Guthrie Traps and all of that, Tom Bukovacs and stuff. I just kind of did my gigs and had my my own clique of people that I played with, and I did like a lot of R&B gigs and stuff that those guys don't do. And I just I don't know why certain players. I know players in town that are incredible, amazing players that have been there for 30 plus years and never got the push of any of those guys like Bukovac or Guthrie Trapp, or there's some amazing old school cats in town, and they're just quietly kicking butt on their gigs, or maybe they're play less and less now. All right, Chris. But some people get the push and some people don't. Tom Bukovac and Guthrie Trapp are amazing players. They're amazing players. But man, there's a lot of amazing players that you never hear anything about. Looks may get you noticed, but you have to have the talent to go the long haul. I agree, Leah. I agree. We'll see. To me, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Playing guitar is a marathon, and the music business is a marathon. So you need to, play the best you can every night and hope for the best. I mean, some people are just going to get to the top of the line first, and maybe they've got the money and the connections to do it. It's full of clicks. Yeah, John, you're absolutely right. So that's my take on the Nashville scene. I'm no Nashville legend or anything. I'm more like the people here that tune in on my channel. We've got more in common, and that's why I think we've got such a huge uptick in following. Just be you and fit into your band. Absolutely. Looking for the next Taylor Swift. Somebody asked me, um, what's the next thing? I was like, well, you know, find the next Elvis. And they thought like finding a guy in a jumpsuit. I don't mean that. I mean like find a guy that's got, model looks and makes girls swoon and can sing and has some soul to his voice and get him and make his music edgy, make it dangerous. And that would be lightning in a bottle. But man, I haven't seen anybody come along like that. I haven't seen an artist that gets me excited. So every now and then I'll see something and I'll think, this is great, but man, I don't really see that happen anymore. So I don't know why these people get the push. I'm describing myself. Yeah, absolutely. Feldman is too advanced for us to understand. You may be right. Corey Feldman is one of the most advanced guitar players in the world. Wes Borland is great, and he's the perfect guitar player for that band. What is considered dangerous now? Well, what was dangerous in Elvis's days? They were threatening to lock him up. So, all right, how's everybody doing? It's 96 minutes. I might have to boogie out of here in a second. Check on the family. We've had a great day and a great time with everybody on this channel. Please hit the like button. If you haven't, please subscribe to this channel. Probably have a video coming out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I have videos coming out every morning at 8 a.m. And look for the demos of the UA Ante. And, we're going to have some fun. If you join us every morning at 8 a.m., it's caffeinated chat, and you get to listen to me whisper, bro. We're whispering, and we have a good time. I got so many ideas. The internet and the sports have taken the mystery out of everything. Yeah, it kind of has, man. It kind of has. It's no longer, anything you want to learn is on there. Is Feldman the most peak guitar player on planet Earth? Quincy, I think Feldman may have tapped into a new dimension of guitar playing. I think Feldman is probably one of the greatest artists of our generation. I think that is definitely the case. Everybody can be a rock star for 15 minutes. Man, I think it's probably now it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Do you know where the guys came to make the band Rat? Mark taught him everything he doesn't know. The Rat guys, weren't they from San Diego? I think so. I think that was a San Diego band. He is out of this world. He uses the palm very interestingly. I guess Feldman, he is the new Yngwie. I think we really just need to be thankful that we are living in times of the Feldman. We are able to bask in his greatness. It's taken away a lot of cultural togetherness. People remember having to stand in line for tickets. Feldman and Buckethead will save us. They absolutely will. Quincy, yes, indeed, brother. All right. Well, it's been 98 minutes, not quite the 3 hours that we did last week. But last week, we were celebrating 5,000 subs. We're on our way to 10K. If we do 10K this week, man, expect a major celebration. But that's a lot of numbers. But we did 500 since last week, so we might be at 6K next week. So Guthrie Govan is incredible. Yeah, he is. He's one of the, he's the real deal, man. That guy is incredible. I don't know what he's doing these days, but man, he is amazing. Fire up the barbecue when you reach 10K. Shoot, maybe we'll roast a Squire debut Strat on the barbecue. Max Ostro is cool. Yeah, that guy, that kid is cool, man. He is good. There's so many great players now, man. And you know, it's real easy to get discouraged when you hear how good these players are now. They're doing things that, you know, just seemed impossible, you know, 10, 20 years ago. And you know, it's best that we all focus on being the best players that we can be today. Now, I'm going to boogie on out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I might go live tomorrow. So, but tomorrow will be an impromptu live. So I hope everybody has the next 2 to 3 months. Leah, thank you so much. I hope so. Everybody get the word out. Tune in every morning at 8 a.m. Leah, thank you so much for your support. Thank you to Don Costa's sister for being here today. Thank you to Big D. Oh, thank you, Big D. Thank you so much. Use my Sweetwater link. Use my Amazon link. Doesn't cost you anything. Makes me a couple bucks. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Leah. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I might see you tomorrow. All right. 100K coming soon. John, thank you so much. I hope so, brother. Feldman is Metal Jesus. And that's all I'm going to say today. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you soon.